Hey everyone, this is the week ahead with Be Divine. Alrighty, let's go. We're doing the week ahead. I hope this is finding you awesome. This is Be Divine. Thanks for being here and sharing, liking, following, whatever you would like to do to help. And if you want your own personal readings, healing sessions with me, spiritual consultations, therapies, mentoring, whatever it is that you need, please go through my website, okay? All right, here we go. Wisdom of the Hidden Realms. Let's get a message. We have the Hawk Prince, spirit communication and paying attention to signs. Aren't we getting so many signs right now? You know, have you been noticing all of the different things that are, making themselves known to you, especially in nature? Butterflies or birds or, just strange sensations. Maybe you're seeing a strange animal or something is coming, continually giving you a message over and over again. If you keep on seeing this same animal, for example, and it's in this video and that one and this one and that one, you're getting a message from it. Listen to it. We are being very, very powerfully guided at the moment. And it is very imperative that we, this week, focus clearly. I mean, all the time you should be doing this, but try it for this week where you're focusing only on the positive self-talk. When you're talking to yourself or thinking to yourself, that you continually switch things to be of a much, much higher frequency. It's not I want, I have. It's not that I wish, it's I am. And when your mind starts to go around in circles about some kind of problem or issue, that you're stopping yourself and saying, no, it's already taken care of. I'm not going there. I'm not focusing on all that BS. And if you have someone around you who's constantly like a pesky fly, they constantly need attention and they constantly have something wrong with them and they constantly got an issue or whatever, you're going to have to decide whether you want that for the rest of your life. Do you want to continually pick people up for the rest of your life? Or do you want to be up in frequency and let them come to you or not? You see, this is really important. You cannot be dipping down lower anymore and expect yourself to have these fantastic results. Okay? You can't do it. The Lady of Lightning, surprise, sometimes a shock, a total paradigm shift. Boom. There it is. Okay? Things are going to be intense. Okay? And there are going to be things that quickly and suddenly change. Why does that happen? When you find that happening in your life, it's because you have teared down an unnecessary pattern, an unnecessary structure, right? You have decided that you are not going in those repetitive cycles anymore. And then you're lifting yourself up into this next thing and boom, the next thing begins to happen and the next. It's sort of like we get these tests. Like, are you really going to stay in that high vibe? Are you going to let yourself fall? Are you going to start panicking? Are you going to start worrying? Are you going to start stressing? I see people and they ask for assistance, right? They ask for assistance and then they cannot let it go. They cannot stop thinking about it, mulling over how they are going to fix it. Now, you've just asked for help from your spiritual team, your angels, whatever. And now you're stepping inside and you're like, oh, but how am I going to do it? How's it going to happen? The angels aren't going to help me. I've asked them, but nothing's happening. And what do I need to do? What do I need to shift? What do I need to change? How can I word this so I'm going to get what I want? What you have to do is back off. Because if you were, let's say it's a millionaire or whatever, if you were a millionaire right now, right at this second, would you be rushing? Would you be urgent inside yourself? Would you be like, oh, it's not happening to me? You're a millionaire. So would you be like all stressed out? No, act as though you already have that which you have asked for. It's one of the biggest tools in your spiritual journey. understand that every time something happens, even if it's a negative thing, it doesn't mean that something's not working for you. It doesn't mean the angels haven't heard you. It's life. This whole thing of everything's going to be so perfect when the angels are finally listening to me or the universe has got my back is a load of crap, because you have to go through things sometimes, not unnecessary things. When you have your protection around you, as I've taught you, then you're not going to get those unnecessary things. Anything that comes is completely something that you have asked to learn, that you have to navigate, that you have to get over. So this week, all right, make sure that you're really, really communicating with your spiritual light team, okay? And that you're understanding that if things take place, or if someone leaves, or someone is nasty, or a situation changes, or you lose your job, or your best friend is suddenly not talking, or whatever it is for you, that this is part of the things that you've been asking for. So sometimes things have to fall away for you to get exactly what you're asking for. If they don't match your vibe, they won't be in your tribe. Oh my God. Okay. Let's get some cards as well. So let's explain this a little more. What's happening this week for everybody? The moon. Okay, so it's a new moon on the 6th of June, right? New moon, new perspective. We have the world, okay? We have the witch, which is like the magician. So these are the green witch cards. I like them for the pictures. Now, 1, 2, 3 major cards, right? In each energy here, there is a perspective change. There is a turning away and doing things on your own, like focusing on your own stuff, okay? No one is going to understand what you're doing, so don't try to explain it either. See, what I do is I live it. Because otherwise, trying to explain to people what I do, all of a sudden I am working. I can't even go and sit and play cards with somebody or whatever, because they are staring at me like I'm reading their mind and perhaps can see their cards. I don't know. Wow, what the hell? So you sit there and you're always working, or people think a certain thing about you, and they've just got that made up in their mind. There's no point explaining things. This is what you're coming to. It doesn't matter what you do for your life and who you're with and what your choices are. There's no point explaining it to anybody. This is my point. Every time you do that, you lower. You go down. You're like, here we go again. No, stay high. Stay high vibe. I don't mean, you can stay high if you want to. I mean, but no judgment here. But it's like, stay in that high vibration. Create what you're creating. Do what you're doing. Don't explain to anybody anymore, okay? Spirit's got your back. You don't need anybody else, all right? And in time, people will see the changes in you, and then they may become curious, and you can explain in a different way. All right, so we're developing new things. We're facing obstacles differently, okay? Financial security is coming in. We don't have to worry, okay? We don't have to hoard everything either. Okay, it's okay. There's more where that came from. All right, remember to always tell yourself that, and see yourself in this blissful vibration of having proper connections, right, as well. Because when you're with the right connection or the right group or whatever, there's no drama. There's no issue. It's beautiful. It's harmonious. You're on the same wavelength. Okay, and you can feel pleased with yourself for your accomplishments. I feel like the communication here is important. The movement is important. The changes are important here. The way you're seeing your life and the way that you decide what you're doing also. We can't drag everybody into what we're doing. This week will be focused on really setting that high standard for yourself and going for it.